Welcome to ECP. How do you use cbvd services to define architecture for various capabilities? This is an adaptation of TOGAF ADM. Before you can use this, you will need a valid user license to access ECP. To connect to ECP, go to qrs3e.com website and log on using ECP portal in North America if you are in North America. You will need individual, subscriber, or enterprise license to access this part of ECP. cbvd services module has a number of menus, and these menus are designed for you to establish your enterprise architecture services. This is where you define what services the architects provide, what are the tasks for each service, what are the deliverables, what are the artifacts, and how the EZA governance is defined, how the governance is integrated to the services, and how you assess the maturity of your architecture practice. And this is where we have previously defined set of services and artifacts and deliverables and sample. This is where you have a sample artifacts like typical model that you will produce for a given service and templates of deliverables that you'll be producing. And this typically work is done by the administrator. For QRS system, we have provided that for you, but if you are licensing that internally for your own organization, then this is where you will define additional enterprise architecture services for your organization. Once your architecture services are all defined, now you're ready to provide those services to a specific client. Organization does not ask for a specific architecture to be produced. What they frequently look for is that we need to make a certain business decision. As an enterprise architecture manager, you will map that business decision to a specific service. Then you will come to this interface and you will create a service request. And this service request it focuses on who is the manager and who's asking for the service and what business decision will be made. Based on that, you decide as to what level of architectural need to be completed, whether it's contextual, conceptual, logical, or physical, and what is the service, and what's the governance structure of the service. Once you choose these parameters, the system automatically displays you a set of tasks that are previously defined. You choose from those tasks that you think are relevant to this specific engagement. And then you go to Artifacts tab that you choose what artifacts that you'll be producing, and you go to Deliverables tab and you define what are the deliverables. Both for Artifacts and Deliverables tabs, you will further report as to who will be approving those artifacts for the purpose of architecture quality. And those people are identified in the system, and as you publish those artifacts into the system automatically sends them an email to those individuals and informs them that there's a document that needs to be approved or need to be reviewed. And as you go through, you complete your architecture deliverables. Once these architecture services are created, this service shows up as a task in your tasks list on the main portal. Now I have assigned task on my main portal. I can identify what date this will be completed, what specific activities I would need to do. Once you click on that service, you will be presented this interface. This is where you can keep track of it, what's the target completion date, what the status of this thing is, and who is the owner of this thing. And you can specifically post comments and questions that you would like other people to answer for you if you're encountering a specific issue for your architecture. Now you have a task that you can complete, artifacts and deliverables, and also create a governance board as to who are the people who are going to approve this architecture. Frequently, these people are previously defined, but this gives you an opportunity to add additional individuals. On the right side, where we talk about guidance, and for relevant to the specific architecture service that you're producing, we list a set of artifacts that are provided to you as a sample guideline so you can actually produce high quality repeatable artifacts. And also what deliverable that need to be produced, and we provide you some samples and templates. But if after all that you're still unable to produce a high quality architecture, then we actually give you access to a course. you can take this online course that teaches you how to actually produce this service. And furthermore, knowledge base is all the previously posted questions and answers from ECP community allow you to learn from what other people are achieving. The idea here is to create a systematic way for you to produce an architecture service. This allows your architecture to be higher quality and produce in less time. So what's the business value of this module? Well, it allows you to link not architectures for the sake of architecture, but architecture specifically to a business decision that the architecture will enable. And who is the stakeholder that who is going to make that business decision. And having a closed loop, the cbvd process allows you to create high quality architectures and allows you to implement architecture of governance, manage your own work as you complete your specific tasks, and finally publish your architectures in enterprise continuum. And remember, it is not the models that are reusable, it's the architectures that are reusable. The goals this module supports in enterprise, it helps you reduce the cost of the architecture, improves the quality of your deliverables by reusing previously defined architectures, and helps you achieve the organization's strategic intent.